Were you okay on the stairs? Do your feet hurt? This is Caede, your guide. Under the stairs leading to the Yomeimon gate behind the Drum Tower building is the Yakushido. This is a Buddhist temple building on the grounds of the Nikko Toshogu, which is a Shinto shrine, and it is a reminder of the fusion of Shinto and Buddhism. During the Edo period, when the Nikko Toshogu was built, Shintoism, the indigenous religion of Japan, and Buddhism from China were fused into a single religion. So it was not unusual to find a Buddhist building inside a shrine. This phenomenon is called the syncretism of Shinto and Buddhism. When you visit this place, you also have to take off your shoes. Taking pictures and using cell phones are prohibited, so please listen to my explanation outside. This hall, built in 1636, enshrined the Yakushi Nyorai, or Buddha of medicine. Lord Ieyasu became a Shinto deity called Gongen and was enshrined at Nikko Toshogu. Gongen was thought to be an incarnation of the Buddhist Yakushi Nyorai, which is why this Yakushi Hall was built here. Actually, there are two names for this hall. The Buddhist name is Yakushido, or Hall of Buddha of Medicine, because it enshrines Yakushi Nyorai. The statue of Yakushi Nyorai, however, has never been exposed to the public. The other name is Nakiryu, or Crying Dragon. This one may be more famous. I'll explain why it's called Crying Dragon later. Unfortunately, the Yakushido was completely destroyed by a fire in 1961, and the building that you see today was rebuilt between 1963 and 1968. On the original building, as well as on the ceiling of the current building, there was a large painting of a dragon in ink. The first painting was destroyed by fire, but it is said that dragons are the gods of water, and they protect buildings from fire and lightning, which is why they are painted in this hall. The painting is 6 meters long and 15 meters wide and is made of 34 cypress panels. When you clap your hands right under the dragon painting, the sound reverberates and makes it sound like a dragon is chirping, hence the name Nakiryu. If you clap your hands even a little bit out of position, you won't hear this sound. Nowadays, there are many people, so if each worshiper would clap their hands, the dragon's voice cannot be heard. This is why the attendants will tap a wooden stick while explaining to let you hear this dragon's cry. So resist the temptation to clap your own hands. Whether this sound was calculated since the first construction, we unfortunately don't know. It is said that around 1908, when it was first opened to the public, a cleaner clapped his hands right underneath the painting to drive out the pigeons, and accidentally discovered the Nakiryu. The principle of the Nakiryu works because a part of the ceiling is curved up toward the roof, and when sound hits it, it creates an echo. I don't know if the warped ceiling was a part of the original design or if it was due to humidity, etc. But when it was rebuilt in its original state, so you can still hear this crying dragon today. 5 years to rebuild a single building is a bit long, don't you think? In fact, It's no exaggeration to say that it simply took a long time to rebuild a building that could reproduce this sound. Broadcast station NHK possessed the only recorded sound file from before the fire, which was recorded in 1954. They analyzed the sound, made many models, calculated the necessary warp of the ceiling, and finally rebuilt it. The statues in the back represent the signs of the Chinese zodiac. From right to left, there is a statue of a mouse, an ox, a tiger, etc. Then the Yakushi Nyorai in the middle. You can make a wish in front of your zodiac sign. When you enter the hall, please take your time to listen to the sound of this crying dragon. This is the end of our guided tour of Nikko Toshogu Shrine. I hope you had a good time. There are a lot of buildings, but each of them has its own interesting role and meaning. I'll be waiting for you at other sightseeing spots.